All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, we're going to be in the 168-pound division where we got some bad news, and that it is related to Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez in the fight that is supposed to be mandated by the WBC. If you're looking for that fight to take place next, pump your brakes because it probably is not going to happen. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are going to be in the 168-pound division where there is a lot of excitement going on about the potential for a fight to take place between Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez. Mauricio Sulaiman had spoken out after the fight took place and confirmed that that David Benavidez is now the mandatory challenger for Canelo Alvarez. Only one problem is, and as there always seems to be with this type of stuff, that it ain't about to happen next. And I'm going to explain to you why based off what Mauricio Sulaiman had said prior to the fight. And after somebody had asked me to confirm that Canelo had 90 days, that 90-day limit or time frame does not appear to be true. Now, before I get into the details of it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your support. It really makes a huge difference to the channel. Thank you, Matty Yo, Barbara D, my guy, Steph. Thank you to everybody that supports, man. Aaron Muhammad, my guy, Frequent Flyer, King of the Devin Haney fans, the Haneyites. Let's get into this. So reports came after David Benavidez beat Demetrius Andrade. Before that fight, Mauricio Sulaiman had said that if David Benavidez wins that fight, that they are going to order a fight between Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez for the WBC title. And that is nothing short of right and absolutely positively should take place. And I'm hoping that it will take place. However, reports that say that just because of that fight is imminent are not, it's not the case, because the WBC had stated that they are not going to actually order the fight until at least March of 2024. At least March of 2024. Now, Canelo Alvarez's last fight was against Jermell Charlo in September 30th, I do believe, was the date of that fight, right? So it was just about 2 months ago. So if you look at the time frame, 2 months ago, and then March is 4 months from now, that's 6 months. More than likely, before they order that fight, Canelo Alvarez is going to be able to take a mandatory fight. So even if they order it in March, that fight is more than likely, if it takes place, not going to take place until May, June, or July of 2024. And it is not going to be the next fight that Canelo Alvarez has. Now, this is one of these things that when we talk about this stuff in boxing gets confusing, is what a mandatory is and what it is to have a fight be mandated. So take, for example, before I give you the example, let me give you what I think the rule is. You have a fighter that has been told that he is in the mandatory position and that he will be the next person to have a mandatory fight ordered for him. So take, for example, Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson was notified by the WBC that he would be the next person that the WBC mandated the WBC champion to fight. So he didn't have to do anything other. He didn't need to take any more fights. He didn't have to do anything else to know that when the WBC orders that fight, that he will be the guy that is ordered to fight. That the champion is ordered to fight or ordered to defend the belt against as his to satisfy his mandatory obligation. So that is you being in a mandatory position Now, there is a difference between being in a mandatory or distinction between it being in the mandatory position and the sanctioning body actually ordering the fight to take place and putting those two fighters on the clock. So take, for example, what happened with Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. The WBC said that Shakur Stevenson is in the mandatory position, and he is the person that will be ordered to fight the winner of Vasily Lomachenko and Devin Haney. So Devin Haney knew when he beat Vasily Lomachenko who the person would be. Now, when you look at what happened as far as when Devin Haney dropped his belts, it was only when Shakur Stevenson sent a note to the WBC and said, we want you to initiate the free negotiations period, which gives us 30 days to come to an agreement. If not, then we're going to go into a purse bid, right? That is when they actually ordered the mandatory. So what you have here with Canelo Alvarez is that David Benavidez is named the person who they will order the mandatory for. But they're not going to actually order the mandatory, actually enforce the mandatory on Canelo Alvarez until at least March of 2024. And again, if you look at when Canelo fought, Canelo is going to have fought in September, the end of September. That is 3 months left in the October, November, and December. And then you have all the way up until March. So that's 7 months between that end of that fight and when they're going to order it. Up until that point in time, Canelo Alvarez is free to fight whoever he wants to fight, whether that's Jaime Munguia, whether that's Jamal Charlo, whoever it is. He still has the right to pick his fight until that time. So the fight with David Benavidez is not imminent. He does not have a 90-day window in which to get the fight done, because the fight is not due. They're not going to even order it for way more than 90 days. They're not going to order it for at least another, 120 days, right? Yeah, that's at least 120 days before they actually order the fight, not 90 days, 120 days before they order it. And then when they actually say, okay, we're ordering it, from then you've got 30 days to negotiate. And then after that, it goes to purse bid, and that purse bid may be a month from there. So, I certainly hope that David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez fight, but the clarification made with the WBC push it off a good amount of time. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.